Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Levers, also called Levers, I'm sure, created by Rock-Ola in 1983. This is an incredibly rare release. I've never seen it or heard of it until MAME came along, but it's a really dull, kind of, I guess, maybe platform game in which there are these levers. They're like seesaws. These giant marbles will roll down onto them, and you're this guy that has to jump across or jump up and down on these levers. And if a marble lands on the side that's tilted up, then the platform will tilt downwards, and if you're standing on it, you will be shot upwards. And your goal is to collect all the flowers on the screen. And if a marble hits you on the head, you get knocked down a floor. We'll go ahead and get started. This game really is not very good, and it was the last arcade game released by Rock-Ola. This was created on Namco Galaxian hardware on a Zilog Z80 microprocessor. And yeah, your goal is to collect all the flowers. Now, a fully bloomed flower is worth a lot more points, and it's red. You can fall off the edge of the platforms and die. Or if a marble knocks you down and keeps landing on you, it'll knock you down to the bottom. If you touch a spiky ball, you will die and fall all the way down like that. But for each level, the flowers are worth 20 points, but on subsequent levels, they are an additional 20 points. And then the red flashing flower is 100 points and an additional 100 for each subsequent level. Later on, some of the flowers will just be little tiny buds, and you'll have to wait for them to bloom a little bit, and then you can pick them up. But yeah, you just push up and down to jump up and down, and then push left or right to jump across to other platforms. And sometimes there'll be too big of a gap between the platforms for you to be able to jump across, and you'll lose a life. And that bud that has to bloom, it might retreat back to a bud, and you have to catch it at just the right time. I don't believe you get any extra points for touching the that bug. That bug can't kill you. But it, I think, can convert a red flower, the one that's worth the most points, and convert it just back to a regular little flower. But yeah, watch out for those spiky balls. They will instantly kill you. Whoops. Yeah, like I said, a marble will knock you down to a lower platform. I'm going to play one more time. This game is just pretty dull. It's not very good at all. You can wait for a while from your starting position, and oftentimes that's a good strategy because those a bunch of marbles will drop down right at the beginning. Oops. But all you have to do is collect all those flowers, and you'll end the level. Don't want to get any timer like you did in a Nibbler, another Rock-Ola game that was created on this, I think, on this same kind of hardware. A lot of games were created on the Namco Galaxian hardware. Yeah, I'd never seen this game before in arcades. Never heard of it until MAME came along. Very rare and not very good. And it is the last game of the Rock-Ola company. Their best one, a lot of people like Nibbler. I liked Jump Bug quite a bit. Oops. Yeah, you get instantly killed by that spiky ball. That's the only goal. Just collect all those flowers, level after level. Try not to let the marbles continually knock you down to the bottom to kill you. Just not a very good game. Here, I think you can only make the jump across if the platform is tilted upwards. When you're jumping across, you know, jump off the tilted part. And yeah, whoops, crap. Certain levels will have to collect or wait for the buds to develop and then collect them. I don't know how many total waves there are. You get an extra life, I think, every 10,000 points. This game is just not particularly great. But yeah, as far as I can tell, the only points that you can collect are through just collecting the flowers. And again, collect the regular flowers for 10 points to begin with, or no, 20 points to begin with, and then they're worth an extra 20 points on every subsequent level. And then the big red flower, that is worth 100 points and an extra 100 points every subsequent level after that. Whoops, I jumped way across and to my death. But that is Levers, or Levers, by Rock-Ola in 1983, the last game by Rock-Ola for the arcades. This is Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Levers, or Levers, by Rock-Ola in 1982, or 83, and I will catch you later in the future with another video. I'll see you then, folks. Have a good one. Bye-bye.